welcome to the Planetary Persuader for August 21st, 2020. Now, this is the last week of the tropical Leo sun. And so that means that the sun is going into Virgo this week. Ta-da! Yes, indeed. And so sun goes into Virgo on Saturday, the 22nd, I believe, at, I'm not seeing this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to look at this again. Yeah, it happens Saturday at 8:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time in the morning. So tomorrow, everything's going to be all Virgo. So, you know, like Leo's key phrase is I will. And so they're just going to do stuff, you know. And legend has it they're coming from their heart. But Virgo's like, I analyze. So before I make a move here, I'm going to check out things. I'm going to look at them a little bit closer. I'm not just going to do things. And so there's this change. There's this focus on education, communication, and sometimes there's the critic. You know, there's a shadow side to Virgo. Overly critical, pessimistic. Well, the other thing is, like, Virgo's also the servant. And who knows more dirt about Hillary and Bill than the people that worked for them? But they know better to say anything because they don't want their suicide fake, probably. But really, anybody who was the servant of somebody can tell you a lot about them. And usually people, you know, they wait till those people die, and then the scandal's no longer, you know, it's no longer refutable. I don't know, you know. But, so now here we are, you know, in full-on Virgo time. So, like, looking at the sky today, we'd find the moon in the constellation of Virgo, and the part of Virgo that the moon would be in would be the lunar mansion known as Hasta. And Hasta's the hand, sometimes referred to as the fist. And its ruling deity is Savitar, which brings in light. But Hasta is about industry and usefulness. So even though the sun's still in Leo and Western, we're already kind of getting into that Virgo vibe. I mean, in Western astrology, okay, we'll say the moon's in Libra. I get that, yeah. But there's some old school deep meanings to this. That's beyond your, like, Libra makes such a nice interior decorator. I mean, I admit that, they do. And I really good with harmony. Yeah. And, but, you know, as we, and they get more creative as they get later in the sign. But here we go, as we go to Aries, welcome your horoscope, and you're still on fire, you're still moving forward. We are not in the retrograde phase yet, but it's going to happen. So Mars is kind of slowing down. So Mars is like, wait a second here. I am not necessarily going to go into all this stuff so impulsively. I mean, I know I had a really good time last month. But now, I'm ready to help others. I'm ready to get down to work. I'm ready to show my stuff where I can be useful, what I'm capable of making, what I'm capable of doing. So all of this is real, you know. The sun's going to be mostly here this week. And it is that sun's going through that nakshatra of Maga. It's royalty and its ancestors helping us. We really need our ancestors to call upon them. I mean our indigenous peeps from way back. You know, when we all wore spear chuckers. Every one of us. Alright. No, my people were sweet bait. Okay. No, Oh boy. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. So here we are in the land of Uranus retrograde. And it's like, right when I was about to be inspired by something and this great idea decided to go backwards. I thought there was a social improvement. Now I'm like, oh no. Where's that thing again? I gotta put it on. One of them. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah, okay. Right? Now if you're in New Zealand, you don't have to worry about this. If you're in Taiwan, everything's groovy. If you're in Ireland or Canada, you're majorly less afraid. Okay. But if you're in as dumb as Ephistan, oh well, unfortunately. Oh sure, no, I get it. It is about facial recognition and all that other kind of stuff too. I get that. Yeah. See, the thing is like, it's not just one way, you know, it's all you think, oh yeah, these people are wrong, these people are right. No, everybody's kind of right. But there's no peace in the heart. You know how we really bring change is changing in here. You know, and so Taurus, you know about that. Being satisfied, being happy, doing the little things, what you can, connecting the way you can, how you feel comfortable. That's what's going to work. Okay now. Hello Gemini, welcome to your horoscope. So, being normal is so difficult. I mean, you have a lot of desires, but you're not really sure how it's going to work, where it's going to go. But you're kind of more intuitive than usual. And it's like you're hungry a lot. You like sweets. As Venus is transiting your second house, you kind of want to buy luxury items like, ooh, I would love to get that right now. I mean, we'd all like to get that. So, I would definitely consider that. You know, and if you're interested in romance, you know, I mean, I think cooking a good meal, it helps. I think sex and magic are on your mind, the occult, the limits thereof, the dangers, the fun, the bliss, the tragedies, all of it. Learning to work, you know, in a way that brings a higher love, a higher aesthetic, always. Kind of an active social life. And it's like, one of the things we have to learn is how to listen to other people without feeling that our views, ourselves, our futures are being threatened. It's not. Just let people say, and we can respectfully question. We are not fighting climate change by being hot-headed. That's going to be one of my favorite quotes. People can say that. We are not changing, you know, we're not helping climate change by being hotheads. But I can feel the passion about it. You know, we love our Mother Earth. Alright, let's get on to this. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. Did you miss me? I kind of missed you. But it's like, it might be too late now. I've been found and taken. Oh boy. It's all about relationship right now for you. That's why I'm being all coy, I guess. And you know, now that the sun's out of Leo into Virgo, you're not as into the material things. You know, you want to actually make friends, have relationships of some sort, have, you know, learn about deep things, go places, maybe a travel companion, go places together. It could be really fun. And the moon is in your 4th house this weekend, so it's kind of like sort of more of a stay-at-home weekend where you're feeling all cozy and just doing what you need to, calling your mom, visiting her, that could help. Well, well, well. Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. Staying in the heart. Now, you surrender your throne Saturday morning. I will never surrender my throne. Got a very famous president who's got a Leo rising in both systems, and you know that princess in Star Wars that disguised her servant as her and made herself look like a servant? That stuff is smart. You don't want to be in that position. You hear Michelle Obama, it's just like always being under the scrutiny of other people, you know. Not fun. It really is not fun. And if you think it is, then there needs to be effective psychological help. At the same time, if something really good and positive is happening, I want to know about it. And as of the moment, I'm grateful we're not in any crazy wars. That there's still food on my table. It's about working with what money and resources you have, and this week it's kind of like you're taking it more introspective, you're taking it deeper. But you have a lot of enthusiasm for life and for learning right now, and you have a little bit of a sense of adventure. And what do you want to do with that sense of adventure? And you still got, you know, health issues, kind of conjuncts with a romance that you have karma with, and you're really not sure what to do with it. You wish you could just kind of keep it in secret because you're kind of embarrassed and not sure. Alright, I get it. Oh, you, Virgo. Yeah, I see you. Okay. Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. Yeah. Well, I mean, matters of the heart. It's been this consistent thing. And those of you Virgos who practice any kind of meditation, one of the things is what I call the drop-in, the drop-down. You know, you're kind of like focusing on the pineal gland, third eye, and then suddenly you start, the nectar drips and you go into your heart. And you're like, oh, I remember that love. You know, I remember my father as a loving person. Oh, I remember being held by my mother, you know, as a baby. I remember, you know, and I get into these heartwarming love zones that are universal. And right now you've got intelligence, you've got the throne, the stage, everything this week. Everything shifts, comes up you. You get a certain amount of like angst, perhaps about what you don't have, or what other people's taking power. But I say just relax. Drop in. Love is there for you. If you need love, there's people that want to love you. Yeah. And just relax with it. Breathe with it. Make some tasty food. Make a little extra money this weekend. It's going to be good. Okay. Greetings, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. So Venus in Cancer, in the midheaven, it shows that your work is good. You're doing good work right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're working on your karma. Relationship-wise, you tend to be a sweetheart. You try to do the work. But you're wondering if you're hitting a wall. And Uranus in the 8th house. I mean, well, there's other ways I could be. But are they really that good? Than being diplomatic. And ultimately, I'm working on my karma. I want my self-image to be radiant, and that I don't have to be covert about what I'm doing, who I'm with, or what's going on. Yeah, you get that? So it's like a lot of it's focusing on inner happiness, what makes it, and just resting in it. Resting in what you do have. And that's where the gratitude comes in. I'm resting in what I do have. And you're in this kind of like shadowy period right now too. It's like you're dealing with your own karma and stuff. Oh boy. You know, like Bruce would say, I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, we do. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, I mean, you get strength from Mars. So, if you really want to get in good physical shape and work on it, yoga, weight training, inclines, whatever you're doing, it's going to pay off big time. And kindness, find out people in the neighborhood who might be suffering during this whole pandemic, whatever you want to call it thing. Maybe bring them food in a respectful way. Help them out. It's like, this is a time to build alliances. Deepen them. Check in, if you have younger siblings, check in on them. I mean, good friends are here for you right now. You're actually feeling pretty good. You might be able to have a little, like, social distance gatherings, might be okay. Depending on where you live, how you're feeling, what's your risk. And, yeah, you're ready to do it. And the moon's going to be in Scorpio, I think, on Monday and Tuesday, so those will be power days for you. All right, well, greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. So Jupiter in the second house with Saturn. And dealing with harder stuff. And dealing with initial transformation that took place over the last couple of years. And how do we move forward from that? If the area where I live was incredibly impacted by the campfire. And even though it's been almost 2 years, people are still grieving, barely recovering. Some, knocked for such a loop, it was hard. So more compassion is needed. And I really feel like you're in your heart right now. Like Mars transiting your 5th house, you're fired up to do something good. The sun's in your midheaven. You're going to show your best works right now, I mean, and even this Virgo sun with Mercury there, you can think of it also in the sidereal context, that'd be Leo. It's still we'd still consider it for most of you your midheaven. And it's like, hey, your talents and skills are shining right now and need to see the light of day, and that's the truth. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to do this. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your horoscope. You got good knowledge about what people's obstacles are and what gives a real sense of hope. You're actually out to hit the ground running and do some amazingly practical good things. And it's kind of like the way the planets are all kind of more spread out now. It's so beautiful. It's like you sort of hold them in your court right now. Very nice, yeah. Hold them in your court. Sun's now in your 9th house. Time to heal relationships with fathers, teachers, gurus, ministers, If there's been evil, come out. If there's been a way for forgiveness, rehabilitation, whatever, let's let the healing begin so that this stuff never has to happen again. And basically, though, get deeper educations. Get yourself in a place where you're learning more. This weekend looks good for doing good karma. Monday and Tuesday, kind of social, relaxing. And you're like kind of questioning, why did that inspire me? Why did I feel to do this? Or things that your kids did. You know, dealing with children right now might be just off the hook. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough laptops, and you know, you need some support right now, and it's okay to ask for it, because you're pretty lucky right now, actually. You're likely to get the support you need. Well, greetings Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay. So, I mean, you see aesthetics, art, music as a value. You're really dealing with a lot of karma from the past. Some of it heavy, some of it's really good too. And some of it's just ways to change and uplift and do better. So it's sort of like you're in a little bit of the dream space before the great wake-up happens. You're going through transformation. Issues involving other people's property, sex, death, rebirth, birth, tarot readings, astrology readings, all these things make a lot of sense right now. Good weekend for travel for you. Final summer getaway, you know, that kind of feeling. Get some new clothes, dress up nicer. You have a lot more courage now than you've ever had, but your foundation is not exactly super stable on every level. And if you have children, you know, they might be taking shortcuts and things might be a little weird, and you got to get on them and help them with their world. I know someone who knows what I'm talking about, yeah. There's a few of you nodding your heads there, yeah. And we'll just, you know, we'll have a good weekend. All right. We're winding up this whole brouhaha right now, Pisces. So welcome, Pisces. Greetings. Welcome to your horoscope. I always get back to that place. Love is the new currency. Ram Dass, famous teacher who wrote Be Here Now, said one of the greatest mantras you can say in English is, I am love awakening. I am love awakening. I am love awakening. It's beautiful. So I would say that, you know. And sell things you don't need. Take action on your finances. If there's hostility coming from family members, I mean, which I suppose there's a good chance there could be. Invite resolve. Say to them, well, I see you have a need here that doesn't seem to be getting met. Let's talk about it. When you identify with other people and their needs, suddenly there is a softening that comes up. And it includes in this softening, we can't use the word should. You should, you know, kind of ruins everything. But I mean, this is a romantic time for you, Pisces. This is a time when relationships show up. And you're good at making financial deals right here. And Monday and Tuesday look really lucky and happy, and Venus in the 5th house looks happy and lucky. I mean, I like happy and lucky. I will keep with the happy and lucky vibe. And then we're going to do this again on August 28th, next Friday. And so thank you for being here so much. KozMcKev with the Planetary Persuader. I'm hoping that you will like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and I appreciate your comments. We'll see you again.